What's going on, 5-Star fam? We've got a brand new rumor involving Tata Martino, and it's got us all nervous as hell if he's going or not. Before we get into it, become a member of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button. I'm AJ, this is Tanner McLeod, and according to Fox Sports Argentina, Tata Martino has been in talks with the AFA, and that really has us very worried.
Yeah, apparently they've had 2 discussions and things are heading on the right track, as they have been saying. And apparently he's kind of come down to 2 conditions, and if those are met, then apparently he might be on his way to Argentina again.
Right, he wants autonomy with calling up players, including Messi. Yeah, he'd want a direct line to the AFA president, Claudio Tapia, and, not have to deal with any of the intermediates. That's, some good stipulations if you can get them. But
yeah, I mean, Tata, he's managed them before. This is the most interesting and partly peculiar part. He resigned after the 2016 Copa America, and they weren't exactly on the greatest of terms. And honestly, the Argentinian Football Association right now is kind of crazy. It's not in a great place. You could have seen that easily if you watched the World Cup this past summer. They are all over the place when it comes to who's running what, who's in charge, what decisions the coach is actually making, what's Messi's role in all of this.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it is absolutely bonkers down there. But he's from Argentina. That's his homeland. I mean, that's his country. And if given the option to rescue that federation and pull it out of things, and if he has the total control he wants, he's back home, he gets to be who he is. I don't know. I mean, it's a really, really tough situation. For me personally, I mean, obviously I'm not Argentinian, so I couldn't, even speak to what that would mean to him, but I know that they didn't leave it on good terms the first time. Right. And again, I personally, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back. I think he's got a good thing here. Obviously, that's me being selfish, me seeing it through the Atlanta United colored glasses, but it's like, look, you've got a good thing going. You have autonomy in a sense of you're completely involved in the building process of this team, of the players that are coming here. So why give that up for, honestly, the hellhole that can be the AFA and managing Argentina, because the pressure there is so incredibly high that for me, I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, and absolutely, the rumors have already actually been persisting in South America actually for like a week already, and just now coming to light in America. And of course, Tata Martino, they, Atlanta United and them and Tata Martino, they haven't extended the contract yet. The initial contract ends in this off season, and there of course is that mutual option to continue, but it's if both club and manager agree. And I don't know. I mean, I think our offer is pretty attractive. The fact that he can pretty much shape and mold the future of a club from ground zero, which he's done already, and he has the chance to win multiple trophies and for years on end without really much of anything getting in his way. So
yeah, I mean, because obviously if he wins, there's going to be pressure, and there already in a sense is pressure, and we're a bit of an, it's kind of a shade to throw at our own fan base, but there is a bit of entitlement you can sense within the Atlanta community, at least to the style of play that we see in the year and a half of play that we've had. And there's a bit of an expectancy of, we have this great team, we have this great manager, there's an expectation to win there, which in all honesty is fair, because with how MLS works, it's not completely unjustifiable to say this is the best team in Major League Soccer and this is a team that should be winning trophies. But that being said, the pressure that he's experiencing here is nothing compared to back home in Argentina.
For sure.
I think the one thing that's absolutely clear about this whole thing is this decision is not going to be made about money. So I think anyone can go ahead and save their breath of, oh, we'll offer him a lot more. He's not making a decision based on money. He's been around the world. He's done everything. Money's not going to be a problem for him. I think for him, it's what's the most comfortable situation. And,
right, and that's why he came here, because of he wanted to escape the drama of Argentina, where if he stepped out of his house, he would be mobbed by just Argentinians that would have something to say about a tournament or a
player selection or anything. I mean, why wasn't so and so dropped? Why didn't you play this style? Because everyone's a football genius.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's like at the end of the day, I hate using that pun. I mean that phrase for what it's worth, but it's like these rumors are gonna come around. I mean, because
until he signs.
I mean, it's going to happen. He has a few months left in his contract, and they're going to be there. I mean, he was linked to returning to the Paraguay job. I mean, he's going to continue to get linked with other jobs, the U.S. men's national team job. I mean, he's going to continue to get linked with jobs because his contract's expiring. That's the nature of the game. I think for us, really, there's nothing we can do, to be honest, because when you have a man is, well regarded,
he's widely respected.
Yeah, exactly. As well respected as Tata, there's only so much as fans and as a club you can do. At the end of the day, he's going to be the one that makes that decision, and he's earned that right. Ideally, if he wins an MLS Cup, then I'd at least feel better about saying, okay, he came here, he completed the project he wanted to do, he wanted to win it, he did, now he's moving. But it's like, he seems to want to help these players, and he seems so fatherly to so many of these players, and it seems hard for me to believe that he would convince these players to make that jump and come to America over all the other countries they could do and then leave. So to me, that just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, and the fact that, yes, he's had such a big hand in bringing all those players, all those Argentinian players here, like the likes of LGP, the likes of Ezequiel Barco, the likes of, well, formerly Tito Villalba. I mean, it's Eric Remedi. Yeah, it's a big
Escobar.
It's a big spine in this team, and I think there would be some really unfinished business if he were to leave. And I mean, I think we have to look at the implications of if he did leave. I mean, if he did leave, it obviously, there's the rumors of Miguel Almiron maybe leaving, and then Jose Martinez, he's being coveted by other teams across Europe. But in terms of the spine of our team, we would still have these players under contract, and so maybe it is we bring in another Argentinian manager, or someone that has that same pull and brings in those type of players. But either way, it's a very, very big impact if he does leave, and also if he does stay. So
yeah, I mean, I think the one positive for Atlanta United, regardless of what happens going forward, is that Tata Martino has shaped this, in working hand in hand with Darren Eales and Carlos Bocanegra, and obviously Arthur Blank funding the whole thing. He's made this a very attractive job. So I think Atlanta United will, at least if he leaves, will be able to be picky in who they want to come in. They're not going to be limited to, well, we have to get somebody, let's just get a guy. Right. They'll do their due diligence and find the right person. And I think, if anything, the style of play that this club expects has been ingrained. Almost like you see at a Barcelona or a Real Madrid or Juventus. Any of these big clubs, it's like, this is how we're going to play, and every coach we have is going to fit this mold, fit this style of play. So obviously, when it comes down to the man management and the personnel, that's going to change, but I think at least they can expect the same thing when it comes to how the team will play if he does leave. That being said, my gut feeling is he stays. I think he's happy here. I think that he, unless something that we don't know about, but to my knowledge, everything that's been said is he's happy here, he loves it here. He has all these players here. He's basically a second father to most of these players. Yeah. I mean,
he's got the keys to the city of Roswell.
I don't see why he would step back into that furnace that is managing the national team of Argentina, because also, you got to be remembering, you're going to be losing the greatest player of a generation within the next 2 to 3. I don't expect Messi to play at the next World Cup. I mean, he might be.
He would have to do some major convincing for sure.
But, I mean, he's going to be 36 years old in 2022. You're losing, again, a generational player. You'll be losing the likes of Aguero, Higuain. These guys are all coming to the end of their careers. I don't see any talent there that's going to step into that void that these players are leaving. And mind you, they've underachieved to begin with. So who's stepping in to make that an easier? I mean,
maybe Paulo Dybala, maybe, but I mean,
he seemed to wilt under the pressure every single time he's played there. Maybe that's Messi, but still, I mean, if Messi can't do it, I don't see why Paulo Dybala is going to be the one to galvanize Argentina going forward. If the greatest player since Maradona hasn't been able to do it himself, I mean, he hasn't won a single trophy with Argentina. And if you can't win with Messi, I don't know who you're going to win with. Again, I don't see that next generation of talent really that's standing up to what they have now coming through. So why go into that situation where you're going to have less talent, you're probably going to lose some games, and then everyone's going to be on you again because there's no patience for the game in that country when it comes to the national team.
And maybe it is a national pride type of thing. He wants to see his home country do well. He wants to, maybe guide that younger generation into and mold them into something that maybe is more of a team aspect than relying on Messi the entire time. Even though, I mean, yeah, it's like that, you know, this Argentinian team has underachieved like crazy. And so, yeah, maybe it is something that, you know, that's what he's looking into, and we don't know. I mean, it's all speculation at this point, but, you know, I think the question that we pose to you guys is, how much stock do you put into this rumor? Because, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's worrisome for sure. So we'll have a poll right here, and, you know, let us know if you think it's, you know, he's going to leave or he's going to stay. But, yeah, that does it for this rumor episode. And for Tanner McLeod, I'm AJ, and guys, remember to subscribe if you haven't, to smash a like and share this video because it really does help us a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.